Delhi v Bangalore, and I'm very excited to see this game because you know that the heat's going to be on in this game. You also know that Delhi, after their last win, they beat Gujarat, and you could see how galvanized they were. You see how pumped up they were. I think the problem that's been happening with that team, Paulie, is that because they haven't been able to win, there's just been so many changes. They've had 22 of their 25 players have played, and that's not a good recipe.
No, it's not. It's too many changes. You've got to have a little bit more stability. People look around. Am I going to play? Am I not going to play? What role am I going to play today? Should I go here? Should I go here? So it's not ideal. And even the victories that they've got, it's just been scraps. You know, they've been putting a performance together, somehow getting it competitive and somehow getting over the line. There's been no dominance whatsoever in their tournament so far. So maybe they've settled on something. You know, I think they'll be feeling a little bit better about the setup and the way it's looking compared to where they were, or what was 0 from 5. But still, I don't think there's a real air of confidence in that unit. You know, as they go to the ground, I think they're kind of wishing and hoping for a quality performance rather than banking on something being secure. So I think that's the position there is. Whereas Bangalore, they know they've got some batting prowess. They know they've got some 3 good players who are in good touch. And if their bowlers can do a job on a surface that they'll prefer than the Chinnaswamy, I think they'll be feeling better about heading to that venue tomorrow.
I think their batting has both prowess and problem. The prowess is that they've got KGF, 3 people who are getting the runs. And the problem is that the rest aren't helping those guys.
Absolutely. As they said about media a long time back, the middle is dead. Middle, there's nothing there in the middle. It's Faf, Kohli, Karthik up front, your KGF. After that, the middle has given them absolutely nothing. They've gone desperate enough to go and find Kedar Yadav, who's you know played for Chennai a few years back. You know, great India player, but you know, getting him back, dusting him off, and you know, putting him into the team just because he's just missing experience out there.
Yeah.
And I think that's the big problem with them. The other is that really also, if you look at their bowling, I think Hazelwood did well when they played in the last match. But other than Hazelwood and Siraj, okay, Hasaranga is still not the dominant Hasaranga. Let's put it this way, Hasaranga is not the Hasaranga that I bought after giving up on a player like Chahal.
Yeah, okay, fair point. But Siraj has just been fantastic up front, hasn't he, Paulie? He's just such a joy to watch.
Yeah, he has. He's charged in, and I think he'll actually enjoy that venue. A lot of the fast bowlers who kind of hit the back of the length hard there have been very effective because it kind of skids low, gets to the top of the stumps. I think Hazelwood with his bounce might be quite a handful. I've liked the fact that he's back. Hasaranga will probably enjoy that venue a little bit more than what he has so far. I think it's more suited to him being effective. So I think conditions-wise, as I say, I mean, in the Chinnaswamy, you kind of never got anything to work with. Those bowlers going to that venue tomorrow will be happy that they'll have a little bit more to maybe create a bit of a mystery or create a bit of a mishit or two.
Did Paulie just say Siraj did? He charged it.
Charged, yeah.
Oh, okay. I heard
he Sirajed in.
Sirajed in. That's the new thing. When a bowler charges in the beginning, we're going to say he's Sirajed in.
Nice.
The one change I see, though, for Delhi, perhaps Mitchell Marsh was unwell in the last game. So Riley Russo came in his place. And Mitchell Marsh is well. And
is he not? He's still here, right? He's going back for his first kid being born.
No, that was Mark Wood. Mitchell just got married. He got married
I thought
2 weeks ago.
So he's in IPL happens very fast. So
things are happening very quickly. I think he's motivated to play well, to get the player of the match because he just paid for dinner for like 200 people. So I think he's
yeah, true. He just got married.
Wants to keep gathering some petty cash along the way, right?
I think he needs a couple of man of the match awards.
So he'll be motivated. Yeah,
no, he'll be motivated. Comes in straight for Riley. Of course, they put in Priyam Garg in the last match because they're really struggling with their Indian batting. Yeah. But he didn't work out as well. So they've gone with Manish Pandey. Prithvi Shaw and Sarfaraz Khan now are so far down the bench that I don't even know whether they're sitting in the same bench.
I don't even think they're in the same room anymore. Like I think they weren't. I don't even think Prithvi was on the impact player list last time, right, for the previous game.
And yet we are talking about two guys they were writing down among their top 6 batsmen.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll get to see them tomorrow, but also Priyam to get him in, and he came in as an injury replacement, right?
Came in as an injury replacement for the bowler.
Yeah, so they got him in. I don't know who they got him in for, but they've got him into the team. and he has played ahead of someone. So there's a bunch of Indian batters there for them, right? I think Nagarkoti.
Nagarkoti went out. You're right. You're absolutely right.
They've got a bunch of, when you see that squad, they've got a bunch of Indian batters in the middle, right? Middle, top, there's so many of them. Starting, of course, Prithvi, Sarfaraz, Ripple, Lalit, Porel, there you go. Sarfaraz, Abhishek, Prithvi, Yashdul, Priyam Garg, Ripple Patel. Then you've got Lalit Yadav. So they've got so many, and it's just...
The under-19 India captains.
Yeah, and I don't think they're just finding the correct... But you also have to give them a bit of a run, right? Don't you?
I think this has been that kind of a season where they haven't had a run. I mean, the only people who have performed well are people who have been consistently given the opportunity and done it. And they're also, Akshar Patel, can he just bat a
little higher? Can we see some more of Akshar, please? Can we have a little more of Akshar, please? A little bit of Akshar in my side. He's in such good form, Polly, that, there are just some players, and you'll tell us more about this. There's just a player, when they have this confidence about them, when they just have this, you almost feel like, even if you don't feel it, you know that they are feeling like they have the Midas touch. You want to throw those people in the mix just as much as you can.
Yeah, as we're going down that list, I was looking at the all-rounders going, well, Axe has actually been the best batter of all of them.
Yeah.
He's the one who kind of has put up his hand when he's had that opportunity. And you do get those individuals. It's funny, you can't quantify it. When you sit in the team, you look around the dressing room and you see guys with unbelievable ability, unbelievable talent, but just not that confidence to walk out and back themselves and do the job. And whereas there's others who you think, well, he's kind of limited, he's got a few good shots or whatever, but just put him in the middle and that self-belief is there. And Akshar seems like one of those guys. And, he's been given more than enough opportunity because of the way the rest of the order's gone. He keeps getting to the crease, he's not like he's missing out on chances to get a bat. And he's using it to his advantage. So long may that go well for him.
All right, so that's the two games tomorrow. It's Bangalore and Delhi, which is the second one. Player to watch out for? Joy?
Player we haven't discussed at all. Akshar Patel for me.
Okie dokie. Delhi, he's gone for the easy one, the low-hanging fruit. There you go. And Polly, what about you for Bangalore?
Yeah, I'm going to go from Bangalore. I'm actually going to go for Maxwell. I think because of that Australian influence in the Delhi lineup, whether it be the coaching staff, the players, whoever, I want to see how Maxwell reacts to playing against some of his locals from back home.
Yeah, and they're, of course, coming off that peaceful and genteel game that they played in Lucknow.
Yeah, it was polite conversation.
That's right. Sweet nothings. Come on. It's gone. It's done. It's a new one tomorrow.